very warm welcome this evening, this Wednesday, the 2nd of March 2022. My name is Charles Odongtho, and I'm going to be your moderator this evening. And we are going to be, this evening, we are going to be looking at coffee, the potential of coffee to Uganda's economy. How much is it contributing? What is its potential? What are we losing out on in terms of the challenges that face this country? But we are going to start by looking at the recent withdrawal of Uganda from the International Coffee Organization and why that has happened. We are going to be taking a look at the reasons that have led to that. And to discuss all that, we have from my extreme end, we have the Managing Director of the Uganda Coffee Development Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Yamulemye. You're most welcome, Doctor, to the show. For this must be your maiden appearance, right? On this particular show?
Yes, not particularly with you.
Okay.
And pleased to be here. Good evening, viewers.
Thank you. Next to him, on his right, is the Honorable Nathan Nandala Mafabi. Nathan Nandala Mafabi is so many things in one. He is the Secretary General of the Forum for Democratic Change. He is Chairman of Bugisu Cooperative Union, the only, proudly, I think to his ears, the only the cooperative union for coffee that is working. But he is also Member of Parliament for Budadiri County West. The last time I checked, he has been, this is your 4th term in Parliament. Do you want change?
No.
You don't want change?
It's not a 4th term, it's my 5th term.
And you don't want to change?
You want to change me? So the people of Budadiri will decide.
Okay, for the people of Budadiri. Someone will tell you that it is also for the people of Uganda to change someone else.
Of course, they must do their level best.
But thank you so much, Honorable Nathan, for coming back to the show.
Thank you. Good evening,
good evening, and to talk coffee. Next to Honorable Nathan is the man who speaks economics, he speaks money, he speaks figures. He teaches that as well at Makerere University. He teaches economics. Dr. Fred Muhumuza, most welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, and good evening, our viewers.
Thank you. Good to have you. And next to Dr. Muhumuza is the Honorable, they have not, today they have missed you, but Mapenduzi Ojara is MP for Laibi Bardege in Gulu City. You're most welcome, Momera.
Thank you very much, my brother Charles.
Good to see you back. And finally, Council Sarah Birete, who is the Executive Director of the Center for Constitutional Governance. She is part of the team here at Behind the Headlines. Sarah, you're most welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Charles, and good evening, viewers.
Good. Dr. Emmanuel, we want to start the show by, there was, I saw a lot of almost acrimony from people who are participating in the coffee business. I saw expressing a lot of anger about Uganda pulling out of this International Coffee Organization. You made comments and you said that the organization needs to reform. There are a number of things that should be put right. Let's start from that. Why did Uganda pull out of this organization? Isn't it an important organization? Doesn't it contribute to our coffee, the improvement of our coffee productivity? Why did we pull out as a country? And is there something we can do to go back to it if it is important, or we can continue, without it and still produce and market our coffee profitably to the world?
Thank you, Charles, and good evening, viewers. It's good that you start from that end. First of all, those who have been following and understand where we start from would know that every country goes to subscribe to an organization because of interests. The International Coffee Organization is the intergovernmental organization which was founded in 1963. The time it was being founded was initially between Latin America and North America. North America providing a market for the South Americans during the Cold War and ensuring that their prices, they can consume their coffee. Afterwards, it was expanded to the whole world. Indeed, a country, rather intergovernmental, providing for purposes of tackling challenges in the coffee sector. At that time, it provided an assurance that the consuming countries would be taking the coffee from producing countries. That's the introduction of the quotas. But we know what happened in 1989. The quotas collapsed. Free market came in, and therefore demand and supply had to find its place. Unfortunately, the ICO, which was providing that forum, did not really discover themselves, and we have seen how price fluctuations has been, how coffee, which was providing a sustainable income, became more of, we see so many Latin Americans cutting down the trees, Mexico people going down North America because coffee had not become a sustainable commodity. So the reforms that have been going on is not a Ugandan case. We saw countries, notably America, which was actually the founder of the ICO, quitting twice. As I talk, 2018, it quit the organization. We saw big countries like Australia, countries like Canada, which are big markets, they are not members of the ICO. But also those who were there, like Turkey, Paraguay, they are all not, they quit the organization. Of recent, we have seen also countries like even Brazil itself expressing its dissatisfaction about the runnings of the organization, questioning the benefits. And then very recently we saw Vietnam. Uganda talks so much, discusses a lot with, of course, those producer countries. Many challenges we are putting together. It became more of a talk shop than a real practical forum which can provide many solutions. We have seen many declarations, many resolutions, but the real tangible benefit, the real mechanism to solve the organizations, especially among the smallholder farmers in developing countries, we are all struggling to keep our heads up, to keep the prices up, to keep the coffee as a commodity, making us prosperous, a challenge. And therefore, as Uganda, we made it clear, and let's not look at just the epitome of it. The reforms started way back 2013. We had challenges of coffee wilt disease, we had challenges of the twig borer, and these were brought to their attention. At that time, one of the mechanisms to solve those challenges was the Common Fund for Commodities. And 2013, it lost ties with the ICO. Many challenges continued, and we took an opportunity that the agreement of 2007, which was expiring 2017, had to bring in mechanism of tackling some of these challenges. I was privileged to represent the country, my alternate, the Uganda High Commission in London. All these issues were discussed in not one forum, not two forums, severally. And therefore, one of the mechanisms of saying withdraw by invoking Article 45, like the US, like Turkey did, no, by not submitting our subscriptions like Brazil has done, no, let's use another tactic. We have provided you our issues, let's have them in the draft agreement, then we can sit on the table. We had an extension of, we had a technical working group for the future of the organization in 2018. It was extended for 1 year, further extension, and 2 years extension towards 2022, February. And since all that time, the text of the concerns, the issues which producing countries, including Uganda, had put forward, were not included in that agreement. And therefore, Uganda's position was we either have these issues in the agreement for the discussion, or we don't continue subscribing for another 2 years. And I can tell you, Chase, 2 years we are not going to see that draft.
Okay.
There is a provision that can go up to 8 years. And we are counting what are we benefiting here there. Right now,
You don't see it.
we are looking at statistics. As Uganda, we contribute to other 3 statistical databases to complement what is coming from the ICO. But we are also looking at actually market intelligence, not statistics per se, because we are trading. We are looking at the movement of the prices, mechanism to bring out these prices. So we are looking at business intelligence, not statistics, because after all, countries like Uganda, we compile statistics and take. So what is the value of bringing back the same statistics? It's a knowledge-based organization, but we are also missing the real solutions from the research, from the studies.
Okay.
Right now we have climate change issues, we have had issues of the pandemic. How do we get the real mechanism to mitigate climate change in Uganda? So Uganda went for interest. We have invoked an article by saying we don't support the extension if the new agreement after 2 years contains issues that Uganda went for. We are ready to come on the table to discuss. But without issues in the text, we think we are wasting time.
Honorable Nandala, was Uganda's withdrawal a good thing for the market, for our coffee from Uganda? What's your thinking?
First and foremost, I'm a farmer.
Yes.
I'm a coffee farmer, and from the farm we export, and sometimes we even produce coffee. I brought for you some to show you that we are coffee farmers. It's called Elgon Pride. This is it's the pride.
Elgon what?
Elgon Pride from the
Elgon Pride.
It's a flagship. And the rest I'm going to give all of you, they are here, they're enough. Don't get worried.
They have already distributed your show. You have used my show to market your coffee.
In any case, I'm marketing your show. So, for me,
You have caused me problems. Coffee lovers are going to tell me that, Charles, I also need coffee.
the
Makes you elevate, it makes you happier, and makes you grow younger.
do you know why they say the coffee when you drink you'll get a heart attack? The white men knew that coffee for the African drank it, they will have nothing. So they had to tell you that you'll get heart attack, so that you fear and you grow for them.
But thank you for this.
Thank you so much. So for me, first and foremost, we have been investing our time in many of these international organizations. I had an opportunity to attend ICO in 2009, but I saw it was a talk show. I told them the MD was Mr. Ngavirano that we're wasting our money for coming here. In 2010, he wanted me to go there. I said I can't make it. Now, the MD has explained. By the way, if I can give you an example, maybe for me I'll go to a specific one. What was the purpose of that thing? It is why it was formed, enabling government representatives to exchange views, improving coffee quality, initiating coffee development projects, promoting coffee consumption, which I'm now doing here. Do I need ISO to promote it? working closely with the private sector, encouraging a sustainable coffee economy and environment, providing objective and comprehensive information, ensuring transparency in the coffee market, producing market reports, econometrics, mention it. I will tell you that ISO was doing nothing. Instead, I think we've been wasting our money. And I want to congratulate the government of Uganda for withdrawing, and I'm going to give my explanations.
Please do.
But in 2002, in February, they formed what we call a coffee quality standard. You know it, Mr. MD, Dr. MD. And they said Arabic coffee should not exceed 86 defects in per 300 grams. If you came to Bujusu Cooperative Union, we don't have a single defect in our coffee. But they were doing it for other markets. Where in the world? Markets. Really, for us who are doing 100% of low quality. In fact, if you came recently, I've been seeing people coming to buy undergrades. I refuse. I say the price of undergrade will be more than the price of parchment. Why? Why are you taking it? They get it, then they mix it with the good coffee. I know we're doing it. I'll explain. Then they said 150 defects per 300 grams. That is now Robusta. That's Vietnam, mentioning Indonesia and others. Now, they talked about moisture content, not exceeding 8%. And you know what we do is moisture content. Now, in 2004, they said this is now, we're withdrawing it. It should not be, it should be not entirely, not mandatory, but voluntary. They made something, after 2 years, it is withdrawn. Now they say it is voluntary to do that. In short, an organization which cannot even stick with its rules of the game, it's a fake organization. Now, what has been happening? Because we are wasting of course, that's why you see also CFC, that is the Commonwealth Fund for Commodity. That's how the projects come in. And the rule is the owner, that's UK. But America is not putting in money because it has withdrawn. So now they bring these small projects like African people running around. Oh, we're funding projects. That's ISO. But ISO does nothing. I will tell you that even on a New York board, they will tell you Bujusu AA is extinct in the market. What I'm giving you is from Bujusu AA. And why is it extinct? Because ISO, International Coffee Organization, has declared it extinct so that the market has a coffee. But for us, we believe this is now an advantage for us, for government now, to start marketing our coffee seriously, and we're going to make it. When Brazil made a decision that they are not going to subscribe, their coffee price shot up by January to 290.57 US cents per pound. That means a pound is 2.2. That means a kilo is 7 pounds. And this is robust. Now, if also went and did the same as we have done and market our coffee being Arabic coffee, and also good robust, in fact, Robusta coffee, which is in Brazil, came from here in Uganda. Their seedlings came from here. That means also it's better. It means we have capacity to even go beyond 3 pounds. $3 per pound, which means about almost $8 per kilogram. So it is an opportunity for us to avoid this business of saying we're going to wait for ISO to give us data to do what. Now it's time for ourselves to work harder and market our coffee. Instead, nowadays when you go to coffee, Starbucks, Costa, they don't ask you, are you from ISO? Rwanda here, just here. They decided to market their coffee because the president of Rwanda was in the lead. He went and brought the man of Starbucks himself here, the president. He sent him his plane and brought him. When the man saw coffee, he sent him. All Rwanda coffee was everywhere. They never had even the capacity, if you're not aware,